Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video I will be talking you guys through my top 5 foundations. I want to give you some background to begin with. I've got really oily skin. I get really oily around my T-zone, my forehead, and generally it just looks really greasy towards the end of the day, hence the reason why this video is about foundations that I would recommend for oily skin. Long story short, so I already applied a matte foundation this morning. No highlighter at all, but look at my skin, it's already becoming a bit sheer. So that's just my skin in background. I like to go with matte foundations, sometimes full coverage foundations, because my skin gets really oily, which gives off the dewy look after a couple of hours. So I do generally get asked quite a lot, how do I get dewy skin? But I have no secret, if I'm honest, it's just oily skin. I do have it under control. I've mentioned in my couple of videos I've got like acne prone skin. So the reason I'm going to be suggesting the following 5 foundations is because personally I've been trying them out over the number of years. So quite a few of them will be quite familiar with you guys from my previous videos. So guys, before we get stuck into the video, it means so much to me if you can give this video a thumbs up. Like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. The first foundation is by Giorgio Armani and it's their Luminous Silk Foundation. And for those of you who are interested, I'm in the shade 6.25. So it's a small sleek bottle, glass finish. I would personally say this is a medium coverage, however it is buildable, and this is something that they do talk about on their page, is the buildable foundation. What I like about this foundation is it gives your skin a healthy glowy look. It helps sculpt your face at the same time, and also the foundation has won loads of awards previously. It glides on effortlessly as well. It's just really easy to blend. It's also enriched with microfill technology and help to sculpt and brighten the look. It's buildable coverage, as I've already mentioned, but it gives you a really good texture on the skin, and it does help blur any imperfections. For me, I really like this foundation. I've almost finished this one, and when this does completely finish, I will go ahead and buy a second purchase. So it is something I would rebuy. So this foundation is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. Those of you who have been following me from the beginning know that I religiously use this foundation. It is one of my all-time favorites. This is the foundation that I get stopped and asked, what do you have on your skin? It is really full coverage. Not everybody likes full coverage, but I do, just because the finish it gives. It's in the shade 7. However, I do believe they do stock over 24 shades, so finding your shade shouldn't be a problem. Also with this foundation, I like their matching concealer. That's another recommendation I'd give for concealers. And what I like about this, it just never looks overdone. So no one really says to me your face looks really cakey. That's one of the things I like the most about this foundation. Although it's full coverage, it does give you a really nice complexion. I do always just go in with one pump and I spread that across my face, and I do have a big face. This foundation really does what it says on the bottle. It does last all day. There's been times where I've probably put this on at 7 in the morning and it still looks amazing and flawless around 10-11 p.m. What I like about the bottle, it's sleek, it's edgy, it has like a gunmetal effect. It's just a really nice design. Probably gone through about 4 or 5 of these, probably over the last 3 to 4 years. So it does last a long time. Like I said, I just use one pump. Yeah, so this is my favorite foundation. Moving on to the third foundation. The third recommendation I have is the Huda Beauty foundation. This is again a foundation I dearly love, and it's quite surprising because there's so many reviews that I read that I'm not keen on this foundation. A lot of people don't like the smell, they don't like how full coverage it is or how thick it is. But again, with me, I just like using one pump, and I do see a lot of people using 2 to 3 pumps. But for me, one pump really goes a long way. I have really sensitive skin, and I would have thought perhaps I wouldn't react well with this foundation just because it's highly scented. But I've never had any issues, and I've been using this again for about, I'd say, 2 years. This foundation also has a high selection of shades. So with this one, you get 30 shades. It's really good at hiding blemishes, concealing imperfections, and camouflaging dark circles. And I guess with me, and in this video, you're going to see a common trend. For me, I'm trying to cover any blemishes and my dark circles as well. And I guess because it's full coverage again, it's really good for oily skin. And this is probably only one of the foundations that I've used that actually also have really good ingredients. So this foundation comes with argan oil, centella astica, both known for hydrating properties. This is a fade proof foundation, so you're not going to find with this foundation it starts fading after a couple of hours. It's really good for flawless full coverage, and again I would recommend this foundation with their matching concealer. I think it's called the Overachiever one, and with the concealer I think I'm the shade Granola, and I also used Graham Cracker as well. Also, what I like about Huda, she does have a chart on her database which can help you identify what foundation suits your skin best. And believe it or not, I am the shade Baklava, but I never got tested for the foundation. I literally just guessed from their scorecard they have on their website. And I did the same with the concealer. It gives you the option to shortlist your concealer by which foundation you use. Here is an example of how many foundations are available, and they've filtered it down by dark, medium, tan, which really helps you choose the right foundation for you. The fourth foundation that I'm going to be talking about today is the Dior Skin Forever Foundation. This foundation comes with SPF 25. The bottle is really nice, it's sleek, it's designed well, it makes it feel expensive. And I've probably gone through 3 of these foundations as well. This one is slightly lighter, so I use this one towards winter and autumn times. This is in the shade 0.31. This is another medium to full coverage foundation. However, the texture is slightly different from the 2 that I've mentioned before. And I did forget, sorry, the Urban Decay is quite thick in texture, but Huda Beauty is even thicker. That's more of a creamier texture in your hand. However, the Dior one is full coverage again, but this is more of a watery texture, so it's a runny texture. I really like this foundation. My sister likes this foundation on me. She always says, I like your skin when you're wearing the Dior foundation. I also like mixing this in with my darker foundations if I want to use this throughout the year. So this is a hydrating foundation which helps protect the skin from drying. The skin is soothed and it appears to be smooth and radiant with this particular foundation. Easy to blend, and because it's more of a runny texture, it doesn't really sit on your pores so much, so it helps them look a bit reduced. This also comes in 36 shades, so I'm sure finding a shade won't be a problem. And one of the best things about this foundation is actually 86% skincare based, so this foundation is renowned to look after your skin as well as giving you a really good coverage. Finally, the 5th foundation and the last foundation. I kept this till last because this is probably the newest in my collection. I've only been using this for 2 months, but it has made it into my top 5. And I'm in the shade Medium Golden. So this makes my skin look flawless. It's very, very matte. So this is one of the mattest foundations that I own. More of an airbrushed foundation and full coverage foundation. This is the foundation that, oh my god, I said foundation so many times, but this is the product that will give you that look. It absorbs oil and shine, which is why I love it so much, and it helps reduce the appearance of pores. It has vitamin E in this foundation, which helps look after your skin. It does say on their foundation it doesn't cake or flake, so I agree with it not caking your skin. However, depending on what moisturizer you've used underneath, it does look flaky and patchy. For me, especially around here on my nose, it does cling to the pores a bit more there. And for me, the best cream that works under this foundation is Clarins SPF 30. That moisturizer really works well for me. I do really like this foundation. I will be buying it again. They don't have a huge selection of shades, which is probably their downfall. And the other bad thing is they don't sell here in the UK in any shops. You always have to buy this online to have to guess your shade. But I got really lucky with this one. If you're similar skin tone to me, then go ahead with the shade Medium Golden. But I would recommend it. I'm sure you guys will love it if I do. I use all my foundations with a brush. I don't use my hands for my foundations, and I don't use any beauty blenders. I like to be quite quick when it comes to my base, so I just go in with the A Sigma Kabuki brush. However, if you find these foundations are too full coverage, then maybe a beauty blender might work best to help blend it out a little bit more. But that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment on what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!